presence that comes out from Jonak. Trying to keep everybody typed up. Nice pin there from Fate to get Libero out of it.
Space also very low when that fight started. Self-destruct, it finds agilities. And of course, Jonak along the peripheries found a headshot on Kareev. And the Valiant have not much to work with at all in this fight. Look at the Orb of Discord on Mane for just a brief moment. And now the Graviton Surge. Everyone will be caught up in that one. And finally, the Valiant find a way to break through. They know this will have to go in because they've lost control. That's the rally. Fate gets Earthshatter. Huge one. Custom knocked to the ground. I think it was a full team Earthshatter there. The Valiant somehow still managed to survive through it. And they're going to push on. I cannot believe they get back on their feet after that one. Izayaki saved them big time. And the Valiant wash over this fight. It's all green in the kill feed. And 1-0 on the map.
Coming out here, mirror matchup as they're both going to try and pressure for the high ground.
Agilities always takes a lot of damage early. Mano catches him with the hammer, and that was short-lived indeed. Early picks for the NYXL as they really put Orb was briefly applied. He lost half himself. That's the big scatter though! It's going to be Transcendence brought into the fight by Jonak, but then the follow-up is there. The Graviton Surge, self-destruct, you name it, LA have got it. And Nene went down to Space's bomb. Animo can't get away. Chased down. It is called Orb. Izayaki just sits back, lazily tosses orbs in his general direction. It was just fate to go down, but a late grab is going to secure this one for the Valley. They have the numbers, and they have the room to breathe. Full hold here for the Valiant as they catch things out. NYXL being sent packing in map 1. It's a similar approach. They try and move around the point, flank it out. Transcendence had to come out from Jonak there. We saw that a couple of his frontliners were a little bit low on health. That self-destruct's going to be nasty. It is! Meko gets himself a quick 3 and a mech to boot. He knows there's a Diva above and behind him, so he needs to be careful about how he lets this one go, but that's an Earthshatter for 3! The KSF's going to follow it up now. Sound Barrier might be a little bit sad, a little bit late in the day for that one. And the rest of the Valley can push on in. And they will head themselves point A now. It's a matter of clean.
Just by moving up like that, they have to back out. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Meko's so good.
I can't believe it. Here's the Transcendence now coming out from New York. They realize there's an opening in this fight, a chance to take advantage. Graviton Surge and a self-destruct will go up here. That's the chance they're looking for. Kukin the only one to go down. The Sound Barrier and breaking line of sight, helping the Valiant stay vital. But eventually they will be cut down. Not all of them are going to be able to get away. They're going to feed over some of that extra ult percent.
Because they were just going to...
Oh, that's a pick!
Okay.
It's Jonak as well! Nobody picks the God King and gets away with it, but he gets another one! He finds his second! He wants a little bit more to self-destruct here from New York and deter it and try and push the Valiant back, but they have none of it! There's a number into next week. It'll be space to get desuited here. And the NYXL had to start to the fight. They had the numbers, they had to finish. And now it's just space trying to stall things out. He gets his mech back, interestingly. But it'll take a little bit of attention away from Izayaki, but just for a moment. And that will be where the payload stops for the Valiant.
A part where Kuki dies to this self-destruct. So let's get a look from his POV on how it got done.
It's a little gap. That's rough. Now you can break line of sight normally happily enough.
Far. So you see Space, he gets demech, but that's because he's trying to protect Fate. Fate at like half HP that entire first fight.
Whatever the reason was, Matt, the Valiant are down a player. And that could hurt them now. They need to double down and try and find some more picks, but instead they just hand them over on a silver platter. It feels so risky to come in with that Winston-based 3-3.
So low. So much damage coming out from Nene. There is the grab.
Yeah, he may have doubted how charged up Nene was, and that's going to be the Earthshatter to follow up. Oh no! Yep. Yeah, everyone's going to die to that. Pretty much the way it happens. They have a Sound Barrier. They have a Graviton Surge. The Valiant are missing Fate and KSF, and it's all gone wrong for Los Angeles. Now Libero and Coco just push forward a little bit further, and a Transcendence desperately committed to the point. Animo getting a double. Graviton up from. Here it comes, though. Earthshatter. Graviton Surge. Pretty risky, but it looks like it's worked out pretty well for the Valiant so far. Self-destruct. Oh no! They're so split! Now, the Houston Outlaws tried something like this against the Boston Uprising, and they kept losing their Zenyatta in a lot of these fights, and that's all you have to do. Get aggressive on those less durable targets, and the NYXL might have to go back to the drawing board on this. Transcendence now so the Valiant can actually push out and do some fighting, and they crush Animo. Don't give the Mercy any room to work whatsoever. 9 seconds remain, but the NYXL one by one are being cut off at the knees. No Nene on the high ground here, the Soldier 76. He has to make a huge play here, and he knows he's struggling. Now he's been spotted, forced away. Had to go for the health pack, but Jonak gets run down. looked like he was stunned around the corner. Fate's lucky to be alive, though. He dropped the shield with a Discord orb on him, but around the side, Nene was taken down. That shadow was capitalized on. Meko's removed now from his mech. And there's going to be a Transcendence now, hastily again employed into this fight, but it might be a way for NYXL to come back. They're holding their ground. Kareem is knocked down. Self-destruct over the top in space, gets at least a moment to get back inside his mech, but outside of that, the NYXL choke him out. Now they're pressuring forward. Earthshatter there. Not much from that one for Manu. It's going to be a sound barrier now for the NYXL. Nene falls. Libero trying to come forward, but Manu was knocked on his backside as well. Fate gets a repair pack behind the payload, and he gets 3 with the Earthshatter. That's what he was looking for. Meko will be desuited. Jonak just knocked away. Agility's does look for a chance to open up a fight. Oh, cheeky Graviton. It catches Libero. Not enough to quite get the pick. They do get it. Nene's supposed to bubble himself. Now he's going to get caught up. His bubble has burst immediately. Self-destruct over the top. Oh! Perfect timing from Manu. He sets up the combo, but it's only 2 players down from the Valiant. The Valiant still want to try and push forward, but now in the presence of the Transcendence, Los Angeles looking a bit more sheepish. Izuyaki's cut down. Manu going to be a lot of problems for space here with the hammer. This time.
To be fair, it's the same exact thing he just tried. As the self-destruct from space goes over the top, Izuyaki drops first. This will be NYXL. They get aggressive with some ultimates. They end up taking the fight. You know, when you're space, he's coming.
Space lingering for a potential boop off of the high ground, but in fact it's the LA Valiant that get knocked down. They're split in half. This fight could be over. They need to move quickly, and the NYXL identify that. They see stragglers, blood in the water, and they try and chase it up. Izuyaki was on an island essentially there. Lovely little play, the boop off the high ground. Love to see it. In response to a grab, Kareem gets caught up, and then so does Fate. Immediately, here comes the Transcendence. Money trying to find a burst kill amongst it again. Meko's done it. He breaks through. NYXL find 2 kills. That's all they need here. And once again, the Valiant will slump in the later stages of a payload-based map, struggling to keep going in them in this series, and that might open the door for a map 5 here. NYXL bring the Valiant to a screeching halt. Engage, or at least properly. Here's the Graviton surge. Jonak says, well, okay, I guess I better do my thing right about now. Earthshatter here. Fate charging straight in towards Libero. Manu was trying to be the balance breaker there. And the NYXL look very good in this push here. Jonak is just going to 1v1 Kareem.
That pole, he's trying to get rid of that Discord orb, but he actually gets grabbed up into the Graviton surge here. It looks like you're just going to have a D-Mech here on the Meko that is pretty big.
Space, great job. He used all of his defense matrix there to keep Kareem alive. Kareem has to be the difference maker here. He gets stunned immediately. Libero sends him packing with the whip shot. Now Earthshatter. Meko the only one knocked down with that one. The Transcendence brought into the fight, so the Valiant at least can keep fighting despite being at a player disadvantage. Fate is low. Harmony Orb barely keeping him alive. Minefield over the point. Fate falls. Nene walks straight into a mine and gets blown up as well. Self-destruct. Meko gets the job done. This series ain't over yet! What insanity in the last moments of that fight! And he had no chance for that one to be eaten up by Meko. Earthshatter being thrown in here. Manu doesn't really find what he's looking for, but this could hurt. This could hurt! Kareem, the casualty, and Manu finds a follow-up charge onto Agilities. And the NYXL bash still.
Or a whip shot out of the way.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Here comes the self-destruct into the back. You see, the Anima was knocked back. He was a little bit nervous, so he does go for the sound barrier. Look, I think for the Valiant, your percentage. Here's the grab. Nene gets this one off pretty well, and the Valiant looking not happy with that one. Izuyaki. Ouch. Manu was healed back up, and our Fate is split off with the rest of his team, but he gets Jonak. He was in like a 1v4, so he's going to give right now. Nene comes forward. Sound barrier for the NYXL. They need to make the difference here and now. Space. Self-destruct. He got Manu. The boot was perfect. They got behind Manu and knocked him forward, but it may not be enough. The Valiant are down to 3. Just 3. And New York look very strong coming into this fight. At 99% overtime, New York should be able to flip things back. Custer is run down, and around the corner, Kareem is hiding. Getting staggered here means he won't be able to return to the fight. Round number 1, New York. But he's been spotted out by Nene. He can't really hang around for too long. Primal Rage for Manu, but it doesn't keep him alive. Space! A huge difference. Space tries to run away. Izuyaki falls. A key piece for the Valiant goes missing. And now the bridge starts to crumble in overtime. Scant few members left on the point. Custer trying to keep the dream alive. He has a sound barrier if he can stay alive long enough, but he's forced off the point. Sound barrier, he can't use it. And a grueling 5-map affair. We'll see the NYXL once again rise to the top. God, Matt, that's tough for the Valiant. That's another map 5 in a row for them that they've fallen out of in the final map.
You know, we're really early in the season here. But these are the type of losses you look back at end of the year, and if you're like 1 or 2 games out of the playoffs, it's even more crushing. You know, you take a team like, you don't really have a great opportunity to win a lot of games against teams like NYXL. You know, NYXL, you know, they run through the league last year, right? You know, one loss